Hi, today we're making this super fun Highland cow wooden sign using our scroll saw. Hi, I'm Donna, and on our channel we'd like to show you woodworking projects that we've made that have sold well for us so you can make and sell them too. Today we're making this awesome Highland cow. You can see it's very dimensional, easy to do, beginner friendly. I'll show you how I did the painting techniques to get this result super easy. And as always, the patterns will be available in our Etsy store, so let's get to it. So we're working on the Highland cow. There's the finished pattern. And now I'm just going to work on the headpiece. I just had two of these printed out, so I've just cut it out. And the other pieces are done, and we'll keep going. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting out the Highland cow. So this is just going to be the backing, and then this is the hair piece and the nose piece. And I'm doing this on a slightly thinner piece of wood. This is about 1/2 inch, and my full face piece is going to be about 3/4 inch. So we'll get going on that. Okay, so when I'm cutting out a shape like this on the scroll saw, what I do is I'll come down and I follow the shape here. But when it comes to this in and out, in and out, in and out, I like to cut around, so I'm touching the end of every one. I'll go all the way around and I'll finish cutting at the outside, and then I'll come back and just go in and then in, and I find that it gets a cleaner cut to all those angles. Okay, so you can see I'm going to go in and then out. Go down, come back up, and then go down on this side. And it just pops right out. Okay, so this is the hair, and what I'm going to do is I'm extending my cuts up into these extra lines to help with the definition of the hair and give it some texture. But they're not going to be pieces that come apart. They're just cut lines, and then that'll really help when I'm finishing. So you can see here I went up, continued the cut line to the end of that line, and then went up the other side. So I will do all of those extra cut lines as I go. Look at this gorgeousness. Look how great this turned out. And you can see the levels. This one's awesome. Okay, so we're going to get going on staining the cow. I'm actually going to do it using paint, but it'll look like a stain. And so basically what I'm going to be doing is the lightest color will be on the horns and on the mouthpiece. And then I want the reddish brown on this back piece and the hair, and then kind of a mid brown for the rest of the face. So we'll base coat it, and then we'll go in and do some detail. Okay, so what I'm using is a chocolate brown color, a reddish brown color, and then just a cream color. And they're just acrylic paints. I got them from the dollar store. I'm going to put lots of water in them so they act like a stain. And we'll put them on and then kind of wipe it off. So I'll show you. Okay, so I'd like to start with my lightest color first, just to keep everything nice and clean. My brushes, my palette, all of that. So this will be covered up here with the headpiece, the hair piece, I mean. So we're going to start back here, and I'm just going to put some of that lighter color on. And I've got lots of water in that paint, and I'm just going to let it kind of soak in. You could easily do this with stains as well if you prefer. So we're just putting it on. Gonna let it dry in just a little tiny bit, and then I might wipe off some of the excess just with a piece of paper towel. So it gives that stain vibe. And now I'll do the nose piece as well. And this is just scrap wood. I just put it down so I don't get paint all over my table. And I am going to go in and do some detail work on all of this as well. Okay, so same thing, put it all on. Okay, so that's the lightest color done. I'll put that to the side. And now I'm going to do the reddish brown color. So I'll show you. So it's the exact same idea. So I just have the paint adding lots of water to it. And then we're going to come in and add it. And you can see it works just like a stain would. You can still see the wood grain, which is what I like. You could also, you could do this solid. If you wanted to paint it colors too, that would be fine. Okay, so I think you've got the gist of what I'm doing here. So I'll finish this up and we'll come back to do the next stage. Okay, so I just glued mine together using the pattern for a guide. And you can see I've glued the layers together, and I'm going to paint the nostrils. You could have cut them out of wood if you like, but if you've watched any of my videos, you know I love to paint. So I'll paint those in, and then I'm going to do a little bit of shadow work. I'll show you that as well. And I just use wood glue. Okay, so I always like to do a little bit of extra shadow work. So I'll show you quickly how I do it, and I'll be shadowing. I'm not going to show you everything, it'll take too long, but I'm going to shadow all under this hairline, and I'm going to shadow all here where the head would be ahead of this fur. So I'll show you here. So I'm basically going to take some watered down paint again, and I'm going to use the darker brown color with a little bit of black, and I'm going to water it down. And we're going to start working in here. So I'm going to place that watered down paint with my thin brush. And then I'm going to take my round brush and I'm going to just go in and diffuse that edge. I'm not looking to outline anything. Just looking to create that shadow, which it would naturally have. And it'll just start to create some really nice dimension. You don't need to do this, but it's just a little added touch that I really love to do. So you can see I'm going to keep doing it here. Go through with my wet brush and diffuse that edge. It's quite easy to do, and it adds a nice bit of dimension. I'll show you one more time. So watered down black and brown paint. Gonna lay that down. Come in with my damp brush, my round brush, and I'm just going to go in and start to diffuse that edge. So it's not an outline. We're trying to create a shadow. And here I'm just going to start to bring that down a little bit. Add a bit more there. Now, you don't have to do this by any means. The piece is dimensional. It creates its own shadows. It's just a little bit of extra I like to do. So I hope you can see that. So that side's not done, and that side is done. And I'll show you a little bit that I'm going to do up in the hair. Okay, so for some of these hairlines, I'm going to just take my watered down paint again, and I'm just going to go into that line and then follow that edge of the hair underneath. And then again, take my damp brush and just diffuse that edge so we're not outlining. And it just adds a nice bit of dimension again. So I'll show you one more time. So with this one, go into that cut that you made for the hair, and then you're just going to follow that down to help with that dimension down the lock of hair. Then we're just going to go in and diffuse that. So it's just creating a bit more interest. But again, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Okay. So I'll just continue on and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so here it is with all the shadow work done. So you can see I did the hairlines like I showed you. I did the shadow under where the hair would go, under where the ear would go, under the nose piece. You can see it really adds a nice dimension. I did a little bit on the horns and on the front nose. There. I'm really happy with them. He turned out great. All right, so for the Highland cow, we're going to do a round background. So we're going to use our new laser for that. So we thought I would just show you as well. So Chris has just the round circle design in the software, and now we're going to send it to burn. So you can see it's cutting away, and we'll show you it when it's done. Okay, so the laser is done cutting out the back piece. So Chris will just open it up. And you can see it's in there and it's cut. Give him some space. And look, look how clean that is.
That's cool.
It is.
You've had it set a little high.
Yeah.
That's all right though.
We've been loving having the ability to do this sort of thing and get the sizes you want. Now, like you could get these circles. Wow, look at that. Just a perfect circle.
And this is about 6 millimeters thick.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
it's been
bad.
super fun to have.
Just sand it off a bit.
Yeah. Now you could buy your rounds at the dollar store or craft store, but this is a pretty big round and our dollar store doesn't have anything quite that big. So really happy to have it. And if you're wondering, ours is the Creality Falcon 2 Pro. We got it on Marketplace and we've really enjoyed it so far.
Sand it off a bit.
So this is what it looks like on the backing. I haven't glued it on or anything yet, and I will give that a stand, but you can see it's just the perfect size. It looks awesome. Okay, so here's the finished piece. So I just took a bit of that watered down brown paint, put it on the sign, and then came back with a bit of watered down black to give it that kind of worn look. And here it is. You can see there's lots of dimension, the 3 layers. This one just was so fun to do and it turned out awesome. Well, thanks for watching.